Though hopefully, Lloyd will show back up really quick.
Okay.
All right. So, who wants to recap last time?
Did not have this conversation about my memory.
I don't care. If people don't remember, it's even funnier to me. So, the only person who gets a pass is Bella, who wasn't here.
Sure.
The rest of you are fair game.
Wait. We defeated the automatons. That was 2 sessions ago.
2 sessions ago.
And we showed up at the mine and we were getting into the not the mine. Yeah, the Tormac's hometown? Right? And we were getting down into there, right? Anybody?
Swing and a miss.
Is someone else getting G-Chat notifications, or am I getting them and not seeing them?
No, that'd be me. A client decided now was a perfect time to send me messages.
Oh, okay, as long as I know that it's coming from somewhere else and I'm just not seeing it. Like,
No.
It's something like Matt can't get in or something like that. So, all right. But yes, you were pretty much right on, Brandy.
Okay.
So you grilled the mercenary and got more information out of him.
That's right.
He
I had fun with that.
He offended Delana a great deal.
Yes, he did. Something about my people.
Yes, your people. Is very offensive, very racist. He's a good old boy.
When I was talking about human.
Anyway, and then you guys made it to the Dwarven Hold, Smedag Gadat, and instead of going in the front door, you decided to look for a secret passage in. And after some searching, you indeed found such. And you started exploring. You ran into these weird-looking guys with glowing purple eyes, and they told you. What did they tell you? I know I wrote it down for a reason.
Oh, they were attacking us. Did they tell us something?
They told you something. They spoke to you. They
In the language of my people?
No, this is in common. They said, they say, we are as all shall be. In the eternal silent darkness, we again shall be free. And you guys didn't respond the way they expected and or hoped to. And so, fighting. Okay. So we will go ahead and get started, or at least with the first turn, and then we wait for Cinder. Is it okay? Because I've been turning this. Let's see. Where are you at? He is there.
Are we supposed to be rolling our icon?
Yes. Did you not?
Yes.
I thought you did.
I didn't, because I'm an idiot. If I was being bothered.
You're just out of practice.
Your clients, you need to just light them on fire.
Seriously. No, this one actually pays me. I'm not lighting him.
Oh. No. I suppose you can't light them on fire. Maybe you just break all their fingers.
Payment is always a bonus.
What do we roll for icon? I don't have a thingy for that, and I don't have it written down.
You roll a d6 for each icon point, for each icon relationship point you have. So you roll 2 for the Dwarf King and 1 for the Archmage.
Okay.
Excuse me.
And how are we using them?
It's in house rules. I just linked you. Remember we talked about it the other day?
I haven't gotten all the way down there yet. It's at the bottom, right?
Yes. And then there's Matt. Hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
I got a 1.
Hello, all. But you did get a 6 too, so.
Yeah, but I got a 1.
You're only you're rolling a d6. You have a 1 in 6 chance of getting a 1.
Yeah, but still. This is how I roll.
Alright.
Get him out of the way. That's what I figure.
Yeah. At least you didn't waste it on initiative like some people. AKA me. My dice rolls have been so bad this week, you guys. You have no fucking clue. All right, so this also before I forget, Bella, as soon as you kind of get close to these guys with the glowing purple things, you kind of feel sick. It feels familiar. Is the thing. It feels like something you've experienced before, and it makes you feel sick, almost kind of like hangover sick, but definitely not the same thing. Feel nauseous, have a headache. But it's definitely not from alcohol this time.
What color is my hair?
Right now, your hair is bright white. It's not glowing, but it is pure 100% white.
Okay.
It's funny because we ask that too every session.
Yeah.
What?
It's true.
One day I'm going to show up and my hair's not going to be pink. It's going to throw everybody off.
All right.
Like in real life.
So I've got to attack Cinder. Cinder, what's your PD before you run away again?
Seriously, why am I not keeping a stock of these things?
Let's see if it says on.
I'll roll it. All right. So this bolt of kind of purple black energy comes out of the darkness up ahead from right about this part of the darkness, and it's aimed at Cinder. I think that's probably gonna hit though.
According to Wiki, his PD is 17.
Okay, so yes, that will hit, and he will take 14 damage, which thankfully I can do. And then we wait because it's his turn anyway.
My map is really tiny.
Try squinting. No, wait, that doesn't work.
Yeah, I'm not sure that entirely works.
Try opening your eyes wider. No.
I can't open it.
Well, yes, you can. You need Scotch tape, and then you just go.
What?
Get big eyes.
Wouldn't be really good for your eyebrows, I don't think, but it would be better than duct tape. So you got to look on the silver lining here.
Bitch, please, I get those things waxed and plucked. Anything is fine for my eyebrows.
Oh, there you go. Go straight to it.
I feel you, baby.
I do too. I'm cranky all fucking day.
I didn't want to anyway.
Because I've got a deadline. I don't want to. And Bryn, you've got the wiki open with Cinder stuff. Do you want to make an attack for him?
Oh, Christ. I don't know how his stuff works. Let's see.
Just tell me what to roll and I'll roll it. What the numbers are.
Where is he? Well, I think he's going to shoot at one of these guys, right?
Yeah, I would imagine so.
So I'm imagining,
Unless he's got
he's just going to use his basic ranged attack with his longbow, right?
Yeah, I imagine so.
Okay.
Am I attacking? Is that what's going on?
Ah, there he is.
Yes. Well.
You may do whatever you like, Lloyd.
Yes, it's your turn.
Alright, give me 2 seconds. Let me detach child. Child attached. Oh.
Level 1 baby will defeat us all.
Or at least.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot the escalation die out. Not that it matters for that
It's a
attack.
frowny face.
Yes, top of round 1, escalation die is frowny face, as is only appropriate.
11.
11 will not do jack, I'm afraid.
Okie dokie. And that's my turn.
Alright, and you were hit, in case you didn't hear. You got hit by a purple bolt of energy that came out of the darkness.
Okay. Did you edit my stats?
Yes, I did.
Thank you.
Alright, Bryn, you're up.
All right.
Where the hell are you?
He's by
Oh, there
me.
you are. Okay.
I'm hanging out over there.
You were overlapped.
I'm clinging to him with dear life.
Delana was right on top of you.
Yeah, I'm right there. I think you got me in the right spot.
So I
I
let
think I
go,
was-
let go of Nilka's hand, and I I run up to the corner.
This is why Noka
I'm in the right spot. This is very inappropriate, guys.
This is why Nilka what?
Oh,
This
I
is
said
why-
I would hope you would let go of my hand since you had Delana in the right spot. That would be inappropriate.
Or really, really fun.
Yeah, or really
I don't
appropriate.
know what any of you are talking about.
This is
Such
why-
cool innuendo.
Anyway, as I was saying, that's why Bella always feels abandoned by you, because you ran off without her.
I do. I frequently run out with it. Well, we're still trying to work out this this move where like I fling her with my shield and stuff like that. So
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
So I run up the corner and I state I'll be damned if we'll be defeated in one of the holdings of my own family, and I'm going to lead with that proclamation, and the escalation die goes up by 1.
Hey,
That is the invocation of leadership. And then I will, I guess the first person I can see, well, I shouldn't say person, but thing I can see.
you have a choice. You can, Voidbringer or the Wretched.
I will go with this one, and I will point my hammer. Escalation dies at 1. Okay, 26 versus physical defense.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
I should just combine these two, I'm sorry. 19 damage.
All right. She is bloodied. Or staggered, sorry.
A spectral hammer flies out of the end of mine. And I am done.
Bonks you right in the head, as hammers are wont to do.
As hammers are wont to do.
All right, Nilka, you're up.
How far can I walk and still take, or how far can I move and still potentially?
You can probably get right about here and still be able to throw something.
Okay, I will do that. I will move there and throw something at the same Voidbringer that Bryn just attacked.
Okay.
Let me find. Oh god. Sorry, my screen is too small. Meh. Now I lost my map. Okay, I'm on it. Range. 18.
18 will miss, I'm afraid.
Boo. Okay.
Boo.
Anything else from Nuka?
Can I start to inch closer forward? So I don't have to
No, you can't really get any farther forward. You've already moved. It's probably as far as you can go.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Voidbringer 6 is going to move on. He is going to double move. Okay. And he can't attack, but he's just going to sit there. Wretched.
All up in my grill if I was taller.
Yeah, he's
Why
more.
did
Well,
we cap
part of him is up all in your grill. It just doesn't have to be his grill.
I'm all up in his crotch. I'm gonna
Yeah.
cockblock him.
Hey, Aaron. Now that this guy is sort of close to us and in the light, what do they look like, or what does he look like?
The Voidbringers themselves, they look like any other person. It just happens that they look like they've got the glowing purple eye light,
Gotcha.
and it really does look like somebody's lit a fire in their eyeball.
But they don't look decrepit or anything like that, or like
The
zombie.
regular Voidbringers do not. The wretched ones do. The wretched ones are dead.
Oh, okay.
And as you look at them, you realize that they probably are dead.
Are they gooey?
What's that?
Are they gooey?
They aren't really gooey. They look fairly freshly dead. It doesn't. You don't see any wounds or anything like that. Or at least not on the ones you can see. But as you look at them, you can tell that they're not breathing, they're not blinking, they're not doing anything else that a normal living person might. And they look kind of rather pallid, like rigor mortis has set in, and then passed again, obviously. So okay, so that's 5. 6 is also going to double move. He will engage Cinder. And then Tormak. Matt the Silent, you're up.
I'm just listening. So I take the Nocturne out of my belt, and I lunge forward and stab at Wretched Voidbringer number 5.
Okay. Then make your attack.
And I'm going to add the +1 here for the Nocturne.
Okay.
Ooh,
Well,
natural 20.
Not that it really matters in this particular case, so go ahead and roll your damage.
And I'm going to use Pain of Guilt and add an extra 1d10. Oh, well.
Well, at least you're not hurting very much from that.
That is painful.
Well, it's 17 total.
It's kind of like, it's not so much the pain of guilt as it is the paper cut of guilt.
Hey, paper cuts hurt.
It's Splinter of Guilt.
Yeah, there we go. It's the banked shin of guilt. There we go. Alright, so the 1 will not double. Bonus damage doesn't double on a crit. So you will in total do 33 damage. Ooh. I forgot. Yeah, these up. How many are there? There's 6. Alright, describe how 3 of them die and tell me which 3.
Oh, God.
You know this is going to happen with moves. I mean, you guys have to be used to it by now. We played 30-something sessions.
I want to get Voidbringer number 6, and then you can pick the other.
Okay. And then you're going to have to move to the next one. Also come with Alright, so describe how they die then.
So when the Nocturne enters into these things, all of the guilt, the negativity, everything from its life, it overcomes it, and it feels so horrendous. It runs over to number 6, bashes him into that column.
No.
Oh, come on.
Not happening. The dead do not feel guilt, especially
They were alive at one time.
I'm sorry. If
And
they
they're
were
only
alive,
freshly dead, you said.
no, these. I'm to pull aside the curtain for a moment. These guys are dead. They're dead, and they're possessed by something that doesn't feel guilt. So, but besides the fact that you rolled a 1 on the pain of guilt, I'm not sure they'd be feeling a hell of a lot of guilt anyway. If that were not the case. Not enough guilt to go and kill their buddy. So I'm sorry to put a kibosh on that, but yes, that explanation is not fine.
Maybe the one from the pain of guilt makes them all laugh to death.
Perfect.
To re-death.
They're mocking me.
They are.
No, come on, Matt.
So number 7 was the other one?
Yes, number 7 was the other one.
Okay. So as I grab Voidbringer number 5, I pull him onto the blade and push him off, and he rolls towards Cinder. He grabs him, slams number 5 and number 6 together into that column and pushes them backward, and with his strength, they slam into number 7, slamming him into the ground.
Alright, I will say that, you can actually move when you're describing how things are dying. I know you're not because you're afraid of getting up there and getting water, But
Wait,
I'm
we
just
can-
saying, if you guys kill mooks and you feel that it's thematically important to move as part of killing all those mooks, yeah, I'll move action.
Okay, I'll do that then. I'll do. No, I didn't know that we could move like that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Loses his mind, runs around in circles, stabbing everything he sees.
Question on these mooks in particular. You said that they were dead, reanimated by what now?
You have no idea. You guys have no idea what it is, and me telling you as players what it is will spoil surprises for later. So you just know that they're reanimated.
Is it safe to say that because of their lockstep type movements that a group of 3 of them might be reanimated by the same thing?
That is one conclusion that you can reasonably come to, but you don't know. This is something. These are not normal undead. You do know that. So at this point, anything you guess is just that, a guess.
Can I retcon what I did?
Yes.
Okay. So I cut a gash across Voidbringer number 5's chest, and all of his entrails fall out, and I run past number 6 and push him towards Cinder, who slams him into the column. And I run up to Voidbringer number 7, and with the blade, hook it into his neck and slam him into the column.
Okay.
And I will stay there at that column.
Okay.
Hiding as best I can.
Well,
In plain
there's
sight.
hiding and there's not so much hiding there.
I think they might see you.
Yes, they might be.
Quit telling them.
Alright, so the Wretched Voidbringer 2 will come up and attack you. Alright. It's going to be versus AC. That'll miss, I think.
Yes, that's a miss.
Alright. And then he will be joined by his buddy. Will also make the same attack. This one I think will hit, however.
That does hit, yes.
Alright, make a saving throw. Matt.
That's not a good sign.
No, generally not. 11.
Okay. So as this guy hits you, and he doesn't have a weapon or anything, just comes up and kind of slams you with his fist. You feel some almost like worms coming under your skin for the briefest of moments, and it burns. It burns like hell, but it only happens for the briefest second.
You said like worms?
Yeah, it feels almost
Crawling.
like we're trying to burrow under your skin, but didn't make it.
Where did he grab me?
I figured he just hit you in the chest.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so that was him. Voidbringer 1 is going to... he's going to double move over to Bryn. But cannot
Yeah,
attack.
Bryn.
And then
Hey, buddy.
4 is going to go take that guy's place. I'm going to move him out of the way a little bit. And then Delana, you're up.
Delana calls out to the Crusader for support for her friends and invokes the Domain of Healing.
Okay.
So I get my first lay on of hands will be free.
Do you get to do that every day?
And-
Or every battle? Or
Once per day.
didn't you use that in the automaton?
Did I?
I think you did. Because you spent half the
Okay.
fight trying to over to somebody to lay on hands.
Are you sure that was this fight, not like a month ago?
Well, technically
All
it
right.
was a month ago, but I mean, in game time, it's
Yeah,
the same
okay.
day.
Then
You
I
guys
guess I don't do that.
You haven't had a full rest up.
Do you remember how many? Remember how many laying on of hands I? I'm gonna come over here and attack this. Just going.
I don't blame you for getting it messed up, considering that on tails between every session you do get a full rest up. But here, unless I tell you otherwise, there's no full rest up between sessions.
Okay.
So for right now, assume that you've got all of them. But from here going on out,
Okay.
Don't forget to keep track.
I'll
of them.
I'll try. Okay. So I do divine healing.
All right. So 12 versus AC will not hit. It'll do 3 miss damage. Anything else from Delana?
That is it.
Okay. Wretched 3. He's going to double move over to Cinder. All right. Top of round 2. Escalation die is at 2. Will be. And let's see. This guy steps out of the shadows, and this guy looks alive. He looks slightly more there than the other guys do. More aware, anyway. Let's see.
The warlock, you mean, that you just brought out?
Yes, the warlock.
I would imagine he would look more aware.
All right, and this is going to go against. I'm going to go against Nelka since she's the one most in sight at the moment. Is it going to be versus AC?
Hiding in that bringer's crotch. Come on. Yes, that hits.
All right, you will take. You will take 12 damage.
Jesus.
I need to do that. Let's see. Part 2. Okay, there we go. This is another one of those things that feels awfully familiar. You can't place how it feels, but it feels almost like somebody is hollowing out your chest, and you kind of cough up what you think to be his blood. It's hard to tell in this dim light, but it's a familiar feeling in a way that you can't describe.
How often do you have your chest emptied out, Nilka?
Cinder, you're up.
I switch over to my Borax, my Dwarf Axe,
Okay.
and go ahead and take a swing at Voidbringer 3, aiming for the midsection. I'm going to try to chop this son of a bitch in half.
Okay.
Escalation die is now 2. And 22.
22 will hit.
Okay. And 24 damage.
Just a second. You go to chop into him, but it doesn't. When you hit him with it, it's like the purple energy flares up around the wound for a moment and like slows your axe a little bit. But you still do damage, and in this case, destroy him. But you should have totally ripped him apart, given how hard you hit him.
Okay.
And you only kind of just barely killed him. So describe how he dies.
All right. What I have been really trying to do was cleave all the way through him and into his other little friend over there and see if I couldn't take him out in one blow. But purple energy, I felt it taking a lot of the momentum out of my swing. And because of it, I had to it stopped halfway through, roughly at his spine. I had to kick off the remains and did not get to be able to cut into his friend really at all.
And you notice that as this guy falls open, cut like in half, the purple energy is still kind of flickering like a low flame in the wound. It's looks like it's slowly going away, but it's still there.
I announced to the rest of the party that purple is very decidedly not my favorite color.
All right, Bryn, you're up.
I swing my hammer at Voidbringer 1.
Okay.
Uh, 17 versus AC.
17 will miss.
I swing over its head.
Apparently. 3 damage.
It does 3 damage.
Ah.
And I am done.
All right, Snoka, you're up.
Okay.
You are hit to crotch with somebody.
I am, and
Son of a bitch.
Who was that?
That was Kato.
Oh, okay.
What happened?
Remember like what a 56K dial-up?
Yeah.
Imagine that at about 100 fucking decibels.
Wow. Okay, I was just sitting here. That's interesting.
That was bad. That was bad.
I apologize.
I think you did it with your mind.
Whatever you did, Kato, don't ever do that again.
Okay.
That was bad.
Oh my god, that was hideous.
Imagine it through headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that.
I'm glad I don't use them.
That reminds me, I have a good one for you.
What was it, Brandon?
Crotch is all pissing me off, and I feel like my chest has been drained, and that's not cool for me. So I'm gonna go into a rage and attack this fucker in front of me with my jade crescent.
Okay.
Where did my rage attack be? Escalation dice.
Yep.
12 and a 10.
Your dice really do hate you. We need even new virtual dice, too. Unfortunately, neither one will hit.
Of course not.
So... What was it? 4 damage on a miss? Right.
3.
I got 3. Oops. I did that wrong. So... Alright. Anything else from Nuka?
I'm going to move out of the way a little bit over to the other side of these crazy dead things.
Okay, roll to disengage.
Oh. What do I roll to disengage? Sorry.
It's just a saving throw. You need 11 or higher.
16.
Yeah, you're fine.
Because I can roll to save my ass, I just can't roll to do anything worthwhile.
Don't knock that, otherwise that'll fail you when you need it. Okay, anything else?
Nope.
Alright, Voidbringer 6 will come up and attack Cinder from behind.
Thanks, Nilka.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. My chest is empty. I'm hollow, guys. I'm hollow.
22 versus AC.
22 will hit, just barely.
Alright, 10 damage. I need to reroll that better. Okay. So, Tormac, you're up.
Which of the Voidbringers put its hands on me?
That was 2.
Number 2? Okay. So with the Nocturne, as it's pulling its hand back, I come up and I slash across its arm as hard as I can.
Okay.
Mechanically, this is a bleeding strike. Um, 15.
So 3 damage.
Does the Nocturne's bonus to damage apply on miss damage?
No, we had been playing it for a while where the magic items did add their damage to the miss, but that's not the way it's supposed to be.
Okay. I knew we'd talked about that, but it's been so long ago I couldn't remember.
Yeah, they don't say it in the rules itself, but they say it in the text of another magic item, which says that it does add to miss damage. So it's It's an exception-based thing, I guess. So, all right. Voidbringer 2 is attacking. Is attacking Tormac. 18 versus AC.
That hits.
All right. Take a roll saving throw.
Natural 20.
All right. So this time you don't even feel it. But you do take 5 damage. Did you take 5 damage from before too?
No, I can take it now.
Yeah. And you are being attacked again by the Wretched Voidbringer 1. 21s, and then roll another saving throw.
19.
Okay. So take another 5 damage from that. Voidbringer 1 is still going to go after Bryn. Bryn to it is still the bigger threat. And something you notice is that as you're engaged with it, trying to hit it, and trying to not let it hit you, you can feel these. You can hear, but almost feel these whispers in your head, and you don't know what they're saying, but they're very distracting. They kind of make you feel nauseous. And so anybody who ends their turn engaged with a Voidbringer, you don't get the escalation die on your next turn.
Oh.
So.
With the Voidbringer?
Just the regular Voidbringers, not the Wretched.
From now or from the beginning?
It's supposed to be from the beginning, but since I didn't tell you guys about it before, you guys got the escalation down on attacks that you probably shouldn't have. So,
Sorry, is that if you're attacked by them or if you're engaged with them?
if you end your turn engaged with them.
Okay. No escalation die.
And this one's attacking Bryn. 24 versus AC.
That will hit.
10 damage and you are dazed.
Okay. Remind me again what dazed does.
Minus 4 to attacks.
Minus 4 to attacks. Okay.
Alright. Wretched Voidbringer 4 is... Where the hell are you? Are you there? There you are. Alright. It is attacking Cinder. Versus AC. But he will miss. Unfortunately, there's none of his friends here that can really hit him. And he has no weapons to drop either, so...
Fall prone.
Alright, Delana, you're up.
Delana will attack Voidbringer 1.
Okay.
I am engaged, so no escalation die, right?
Right, no escalation die.
But everybody else got to use it.
You can add a +1 though, because I attacked that one last.
Okay, so 16.
16 will miss.
Okay.
I take my 1 back then.
If it makes you feel
that was
better,
with the 1.
between you and Bryn missing, you're slowly killing it.
True. Wearing it down.
Good point. And
Alright, Richard Woodbury. Oh,
and
I'm sorry,
that's enough for now. Wait. Yeah, that's enough for now.
okay.
I got me confused because some of them are yellow and my ally.
Keep in mind that it's end your turn engaged with them. If you move away and then move back.
I've got to bail out and
Uh-huh.
go pick up my roommate.
Okay.
I will try to make it back before the game is over. If not, someone do something awesome with me.
I am
what it is. It can be dirty.
with her.
It can be dirty, but
I do something awesome with people.
if it's dirty, I expect explicit details sent to my email.
This is what happens when I do something awesome with people.
Yes, you made a parasite. Good job. 9 months. 9 months. Parasite.
No. She'll be a parasite for the next 3 years. You're right.
Try 18.
Yeah.
30.
Or 23, 24.
You like Daddy's bank account, don't you?
Right.
All right, go for it, Bella. Come back. Yeah.
Congratulations, by the way, Lloyd,
I
on that little bundle of poop.
stuck my penis inside a woman and didn't misfire. That's not really congratulations.
Good job. And on that note, bye, guys.
This being the scientific reproduction version of 13th Age.
It's not any weirder than anything else you guys have done. Let's be honest here.
At least there's no pictures or charts.
I think the scientific definition is a little bit different, too.
Eh.
Just slightly. All right, top of round 3, escalation die is at 3. The warlock is... Who can even see? He can't see Tormak very well. He can't see... The only one he can really see very well is Delana, and even then that's not very tremendous. Alright, so he'll attack Delana. You'll get a +2 on this to your defense.
I will? Okay.
Because he can't see you very well. You're
He can't
kind
see.
of right there in the corner. On the other hand, you are shining really bright, so... Because you have light.
Yes.
Roll a saving throw. Let's see if you get cover or not. Yes, you get cover.
16.
All right.
Okay.
So
So
this
+2.
versus ace. That'll miss anyway.
Yeah.
You can feel that same feeling of emptiness that like somebody's trying to gouge out your chest, but it ends up fleeing away almost immediately, and does no damage. And he will do that as well. Okay, and you can actually Delana's probably the only one that can actually see this. You can see little spheres of purple light that are starting to circle around him. There's only 2 of them now. They're probably about the size of a tangerine.
Okay. 2 of them, you said?
Yeah, there are 2 of them now. And no, I don't think we did, Brandy. What was there?
Yeah, because my sheet says 55, so I'm like, did I take an incremental advance and forget?
I don't think so. Hold on, let's make sure that it looks right. All right. So what's your con mod?
No, we'll do it later. I'll play and I'll figure it out.
No, let's do it. It'll only take a second. What's your con mod?
3.
All right. So yeah, it should
I
be.
just want to see if I have any. Yeah, I don't think I have anything that adds to that either.
You do your shield. Your shield adds 4.
My shield, that's right. Okay.
So you'll have to. Okay. All right. That was the warlock. Cinder, you're up.
Okay. Now because I didn't end my turn engaged with the Voidbringer, he engaged me after my turn was ended. I still get to use the escalation die, correct?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
This is something I'm gonna have to change between sessions because I wrote it really awkwardly. So just for now, keep that in mind.
I was gonna say if you start your turn engaged would probably be.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it so that any enemy that the Voidbringer ends their turn engaged with. So anyway, continue on. No, you don't get the escalation. Yes, you get the escalation die because that's how I explained it this turn.
Are you sure? Do you want to change it right now to?
No, let's keep what we have been doing.
Okie dokie. All right. I am going to attack the wretched Voidbringer.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to do a shoulder to slash diagonally down his chest. See if I can't avoid that purplish shield, whatever. Escalation die is 3.
Yes.
Okie dokie. And a 13.
What the hell is that?
That's me opening a
No,
box.
it's Brandy.
Did you open it with a hammer?
Yeah, no, that's what it sounds like.
No, I just ripped it.
Maybe it does. I mean, either way, there's violence involved because it is Brandy. So. Alright, so 3 damage.
This thing is heavy. Do not lift
Alright,
alone.
describe how it dies despite your... It's the giggle that gets me.
And a combination of its miss and my swing, it had already been caught off balance, and my swing just kind of clips it on the side and more shoves it into the pillar than anything. And this one, having already been fairly thoroughly decomposed, just kind of shatters a little bit and then falls to the ground.
Okay.
Shatters a little bit.
Yeah, shatters a little bit.
Just a little bit. Not a lot, but
A little.
I am going to try to disengage from the Voidbringer. He gives me the willies, something fierce.
Okay. Gonna roll your
When you
save.
give a robot the willies, that's kind of impressive.
There is something entirely unsettling about these guys.
And I do not.
No, you don't.
Just barely. Son of a bitch.
Alright, anything else?
Nah. I think I'm good.
Alright, who wants to take Noka for a ride?
No comment. I'll do it.
What?
I said it specifically to provoke comment.
Did it skip my turn?
Did it?
I think it did.
It did.
Weird.
That's odd. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just like,
I'll let me move you back up. Alright, Bren, you're up. That's really weird.
I'm gonna try to push away from this thing and get some space.
Okay.
I can't, so I'm not going to. Instead, I'll just swing my hammer down on it, or try to.
Okay.
I don't get to use my escalation die.
Would it help you guys to have... Alright, you'll hit. But before I get into that, would it help you guys to have, like, a... for me to post... Because, you know, in previous editions of D&D, they had things like pushing, tripping, charging. Would it help you guys if I wrote down what I intend for that to be in, like, 4th in 13th Age, so that you can do them if you'd like to?
Yes.
Okay.
That would help me, because there has been more than once where I've wanted to grapple or do non-lethal damage to try to capture somebody. And,
Well, the thing with non-lethal damage, I don't need to tell you. I don't need to make up rules for that because that's already in there. You can choose to do non-lethal damage. It's just a choice. It doesn't make the attack harder. It doesn't make it do any less damage. It's your choice.
okay, so if I
As for grappling is in the book, but there's really not a lot to it. The rules for grappling are probably as a response to how bad the grappling rules in every other version of D&D are. Very brief, and they don't really do a lot. But I will see what I. How about this? Afterwards, you and I will email and see what you want to do with grappling, and we'll take it from there. But we won't stop this any further.
Okay,
Especially since Bryn actually got to hit. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, right. Sorry about that.
Well, to be fair, I did interrupt you kind of halfway through. So.
Yeah, to be fair. 12 damage.
Describe how it dies.
My hammer just basically breaks its neck again. And that's enough to sever the energy that was keeping it upright.
The regular Voidbringers are the ones who looked alive.
There you go.
So you didn't
Not
kill
anymore.
it the first time.
Actually, so let me rewind here. That should be actually 19 instead of 23 because I was dazed.
You know, I'll allow it. I told you to roll damage, and for noticing that, so yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay. And then am I dazed until I save, or am I dazed? Until
no, it's just dazed for one turn till the end.
Dazed for one turn, so I'm not dazed anymore after this turn. Okay. With that guy gone, I'm gonna actually move back behind this pillar here, take a defensive position, and I am done.
All right. Who wants to
How do I get rid of
determine what Nicola's doing? Or Nilka, sorry.
I say Bryn do it, just so that you can hit both turns, one right after the other.
Yeah, go for it, kiddo. Just tell me what to roll, and I'll roll it.
Okay, let's see here.
This is why I have all these different macros, so I can do crap like this.
Did she rage?
Yes, she raged.
Okay, so... I'm just reading her rage thing. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just assuming she's raging. Here, and here. Since she's raging, I think she is going to charge at the Wretched Voidbringer #1 and try to smash it with whatever weapon she has out. Either her rat pipe or she has an axe or something. I'm not sure what she has.
Yeah, she has a magic axe. Remember when you guys pillaged the tomb? She got a magic axe.
Okay. I think she's going to run forward and leap at this guy, swinging the axe, full over the top of her head, trying to bring it down.
Okay.
And let me add that her running straight toward me like that is a little bit unsettling.
It really should be.
She may or may not realize you're standing behind that guy.
Okay. Let's see. Hang on. Okay, so 2d20. Oops, this one's not set up right. Alright, so what am I adding to it? Is it on there?
Let's see here. I don't see...
Hold on, I think I've got a character.
It's barbarian. Is it just a basic melee?
Yeah, it's the barbarians just do basic melee.
Okay.
It's the thing where if they attack twice and if both are over 11, they crit. That's where it gets ugly. So she's rolling +6.
Okay.
There's 1. There's 2. Even my dice when rolling with Milka are horrible. Alright, so that's still 3 damage. Alright, Voidbringer 6 is attacking Cinder. But he will miss. Alright, Tomac, you're up.
When Nolka comes running up, and both of the Voidbringers turn their attention toward her, they take their eyes off me, I drive my blade into the back of Voidbringer #1.
Remember we talked about determining your effects before you roll the dice? You tried to drive your blade into the back of one of these.
I do my best.
Yes. So are you going to roll?
Since she came up, that will allow me to do sneak attack damage, won't it? Since they're engaged with her now.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
It's your guys' characters. I don't know them as, or at least I shouldn't be knowing them as intimately.
I mean, she is that close, right? She's melee distance.
Yeah, she's engaged with something else that you're engaged with.
All right. I wasn't sure what kind of weapon she was using there.
She's got a giant two-handed axe.
Okay. 30.
Yes, that'll hit. She's got this. Roll your damage.
18.
Okay. God damn it, I did it again. Alright, describe how it dies.
So as it looks over its shoulder toward Nolka, as she comes running forward, I put my hand on its shoulder and pull it backward and lunge the blade into its spine.
Anything else from Tormak?
No.
Alright. Voidbringer 2. Voidbringer 2 is attacking Tormak. Wretched Voidbringer
Oh,
2,
cool.
is it? 18 versus AC on Tormak.
That will hit.
Roll your
What was the
save.
one?
What was that, Brandy?
What was the one?
Deciding which one it's going to attack.
Okay.
6 on the save.
Okay. 6 is what you needed. It's an easy save. Nobody what?
Laugh at your hair.
Cool deal. Laugh at my hair.
I'm so confused. Let's move on. Anyway, 5 damage, Tormak.
Squirrel.
I still need to add up those fucking rolls. I keep forgetting. I'm so busy. Alright, and that was Voidbringer 2. Where is Voidbringer 4? I think he's already dead. He is dead. Alright, so we are down to Delana's turn.
Okay. Let me move up my screen. See what's going on. Delana, I will use my bow to attack Voidbringer 5. Is that 5 right here in the corner? Now, I'm no longer engaged, but I was engaged. Is it start of turn?
No, you'll get the escalation die. See, now you understand why I wrote that really badly. Because it doesn't make
Just
a lot
because
of
you felt
fucking
like
sense. No, it made sense in my head when I wrote it, but this is functionally like
That
a
was
play
what I-
test for it. So anyway, which one are
Thank
you
you,
going for?
Torben. That's what I was trying to figure out. I'm not doing that. Can I get to Tormak?
Yeah, you can get to Tormak. It's a double move, but you can get there.
It's a double move.
Yeah.
The laying on of hands a quick action or a quick action?
It's a quick action.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to Tormak. Is that you up here, babe? And I'm going to lay my hands on him, and he gets a free recovery. We will not mention where I lay my hands because baby.
Well, we all know where you lay hands. It's on his 19 ass. Because that's the only place to do it.
Back.
I mean,
There's not even
that's why
Give
he
him a nice
used the ass as maps, of course.
There's not even an option.
You should be rolling 3d8 there, Tormak. You guys are level 3, right? I'm
Mhm.
not imagining things. So yes, you should be rolling 3 dice, Tormak.
And that was free. Free of charge.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna document.
All right, I'm gonna move the escalation die up here. Well, not that I really need to bother with this one, because more of you are up there. Anyway, at top of round 4, escalation die is at 4, and the warlock is up. And I also need to change his. He's going to. That's right. All right. He's going to throw a bolt of purple energy at you, Delana. This is going to be versus physical defense.
Okay.
23.
I believe that will hit. Let me check really quickly. That will hit. Oh, physical defense? Yes, definitely.
Okay. I figured as much, but I wanted to be sure. And you notice that as the bolt of purple light goes after you, one of the orbs that had been circling him, the like purple fire, also lances out at the same time. So it will do 14 plus. It will do 21 damage.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Cinder, you're up.
Okay. After having disposed of the two wretched Voidbringers in front of me, and still getting the heebie-jeebies from the Voidbringer behind me, I turn around and...
If anything, the living ones are creepier, because it looks like they should be awake and aware and knowing what they're doing, but they were still alive and still speaking in the same lockstep chant that the others did.
Baby boo boo, come here, baby girl.
Okay.
Here. Come smell the new furniture.
I'm gonna go ahead and... He looks alive, and he looks like he should be... Can I do a real quick skill check?
What do you want to do?
Just based off of a glance, would I know whether or not this guy is actually acting under his own free will, or if he's being enchanted by somebody and kind of a thrall to somebody's power?
That's fair. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Should I use Bounty Hunter or Discarded Vassal?
Go ahead and use Discarded Vassal.
Wisdom or Intelligence?
Wisdom.
Okay. 4 and a 3. 19 total.
Given the way they're moving kind of... They're all moving kind of with the same jerky fashion, almost like a puppet. The living ones, the regular Voidbringers, are moving much more smoothly, but they still have that same sense of almost like a spastic kind of movement, that it's not completely under their control, and there's a lot of extraneous, strange movement to it. So you think it's possible that somebody is controlling them, but there certainly indications are that something is controlling them, but it's hard to tell what.
Okay. I'm going to make all of my damage to this Voidbringer non-lethal. I just want to knock him unconscious. Like,
Okay.
Put him out of commission without killing him.
Okay.
So that being said, I ended my last turn with him there, so I don't get a...
No, you won't get it this turn.
Alright. So that's a 0. I don't even need to put it. And 10.
I'm afraid not. Well, that'll be 17, actually.
Yeah, why isn't that...
You rolled 10 on the die, plus 7, plus... What did you put in the modifier? Yeah, what did you do to break the macro?
I didn't put anything, so let me see if...
Yeah, I'll take the reroll. Just, it's fine, I don't care. 23 will hit.
Okay, 23. Meta damage. 29.
Jesus. Alright, describe how you knock him cold.
I bring the haft of my axe down on his head. Actually, no, strike that, reverse that. I bring the haft of my axe up with my fist and slam him square in the chin, and it hits just like a boxer strike and just drops him instantly.
Okay, that works. You do notice that even if as you drop him, that the and his eyes close, you can see the flickering purple light even behind his eyelids. It's arguably even creepier than when they're open. People's eyelids are not supposed to be glowing like that.
Okie dokie.
Especially in purple.
All right. Any color would be bad, but purple is generally it's not a good color for glowing eyeballs, I guess.
I'm red and gold. It kind of clashes.
That too. Anything else from Cinder?
I am going to move up over here, and that was an even roll. Just curious. Natural, even, heavenly, so okay. Didn't matter. And that ends my turn. As a side note, I haven't been telling you, but I have been adding the odd rolls to my crit chance.
Okay. Just I'm totally okay with that. Just make sure to remind me whenever you do roll a crit because of the extra range. Just remind me that that's why.
Okay, will do.
That's fine. All right, Nilka. I'm assuming that Nilka is gonna chop the Voidbringer to bits.
It can. It skipped me again.
It did.
Yeah.
That's really weird. Maybe my mouse is sticking when I hit to skip Cinder. It skips Bryn too. But I don't know why it would only do that, or unless there's a bug or something.
Just me.
Sorry.
It's not used to you having such a good initiative.
I think that's the problem. It's like, no.
That's probably it. Yeah. Okay.
Ranged up a 4.
Bryn, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna move over here, assuming I can see that warlock.
Yeah. The line is right there.
I stand there and I hold my shield in front of me and I speak softly and I ask the spirits of my family that still may inhabit this place to rid it of the interloper. I will attack with the spirits of the righteous.
I'm gonna take that back on.
It's 16 versus mental defense.
Mental defense on the warlock.
On the warlock.
That will miss on the warlock.
Okay.
Does that do any miss damage?
It only has a miss effect. Who is my nearest ally with the fewest hit points? Oh, it's a nearby ally with the fewest hit points. So who here has the fewest hit points?
Delana has 38.
I have 22.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Tormac.
Okay, Tormac, you have a +2 to your AC until the end of my next turn.
Oh, thank you. And if it keeps skipping you, it might never go away.
Yeah, true. And
I was going to say, don't forget to put dots up if you have effects on you, just as a reminder. And again, don't forget to take them off too, Tormac.
Yeah.
So anyway, sorry, Brent. Continue.
No, that's it. That's done.
All right, now it's Noka's turn.
Noka can just bash the guy that's or try to bash the guy that's in front of her.
All right, so she's rolling +10 now. Jesus Christ, really? This token is cursed.
1 and a 2.
Wow.
I'm gonna take. Remember that the picture that Simat did of Nilka? I'm gonna take that and make a whole new token because something's got to be done to get rid of that bad luck. Because I've rolled 4 times for her, and what did I get last time? It was like a 3 and a 6 or something, a 5 and a 3, and then a 1 and a 2. So yeah, I'll do that later on. But yeah, either way, just another 3 damage.
What did she roll for her? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter because even if we added anything to this roll, it's not going to do anything.
Strangely, despite her ineffectual flailing, she does manage to chop the guy off at the knees anyway.
Oh, good. Okay.
More out of frustration than anything. It's kind of like the idea of a knife fight, and describe how a knife fight would go is to give a toddler a Sharpie and then try not to let it mark you.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, except it's a gnome with a battle axe. So, alright, that's Noka's turn. Voidbringer is unconscious. Tormak, you're up. Only the Warlock remains.
I draw my bow, and I come around this column, and I lean out just enough to get a good line of sight, and I loose an arrow.
Add a +1 because I attacked that guy.
Alright. Roll your attack.
$29.
Alright, roll your damage.
12.
That's a really shitty damage roll.
Yeah.
Alright, your arrow sticks in his shoulder, and it's notable that even though this guy looks more with it than all the other ones you've seen, and he definitely looks alive, he doesn't even flinch. He doesn't even move. Alright, Delana, you're up.
Okay.
Unless I screwed up again.
No, you're right. I'm just trying to think of who I want to attack here.
You don't have a lot of attack options. There's one guy alive on the field.
There is?
Unless you attack one of us.
I mean,
I see three. I see the Voidbringer down here. I see the Warlock up here. Okay, two.
The Voidbringer down here, this one, he's unconscious.
Oh, he's unconscious. Okay, so I'm going to take out my crossbow and shoot at the Warlock.
Okay.
Add a +1.
Plus the escalation die because I get it because I'm not engaged. 20 versus AC.
You don't know that this guy would have the same effect anyway. And by that I mean metagaming. This guy doesn't have the same effect if you're engaged.
Oh, gotcha. All right, I see what you're saying now.
Either way, you do hit. 19 damage. All right, let's see. The purple orb that had been floating around interposes itself between your crossbow and the crossbow bolt and his body, and kind of deflects it a little bit, so it doesn't do quite as much damage as it should have. But it still does hit him, and he is now staggered. But on the other hand, it's his turn. God damn it! It's not the right one.
It's his turn, goddammit.
Alright, there we are. Alright, anyway, top of round, 5 escalation die is at 5. I'm not with it today. I'm sorry. We're probably going to stop after the combat because I feel kind of out of focus. But anyway, in the meantime, let's see. Another little flying orb of purple fire shows up, floating around his head, kind of like an ion stone, for those of you who are familiar with that.
Mm-hmm.
And he will shoot a bolt of purple light at Tormak. And this is going to be versus physical defense. And I'm pretty sure that's going to hit physical defense. So you will take... You will take 19 damage.
Oh.
As the bolt, the other purple orb, lances out at the same time to strike you. And this makes you feel... it's something I forgot to describe to all of you who've gotten hit by this. It's the same kind of empty feeling that you've gotten from all the other attacks from these guys. It makes you feel hollow inside. It's just something about it. It dulls your emotions. It's just... You feel almost numb physically and mentally after being hit with one of these things. And that's his turn. Senator, you're up.
alright. $2,000 question of the day. Can I make it all the way to him in a single move action?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
As long as you're not trying to get on like the far side of him or something weird. You probably
I charge forward. Well, I was just curious about getting around the pillar.
Yeah, no, that's not a problem.
Okay. I charge forward and do a knuckle up swing, starting at his lower bits and trying to slice up his torso. This is going to be a power attack, and I'm also going to use my I'm going to yell at him as I'm charging. You defile the magics that the Archmage represents, and I'm going to add my Archmage die to this.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that that bonus.
Okay. It's a 1d6, right?
That was it. That was right. Yeah, it's a d6.
Okay, I'm going to add a 4 to this then.
Okay. Are you adding that to the attack roll, or are you adding that to damage?
To the attack roll.
Okay.
32, I assume hits.
Yes, 32 will definitely hit.
Okay, and my damage is 24 plus 13, so 37 damage.
The 24 alone would have done it. Describe how he dies.
I straight slice up through, and despite a colossal effort, I'm not able to make it quite all the way up, and my axe starts to veer off to the left, and I kind of slice his left flank off, and my axe exits somewhere just south of his left armpit. But it's pretty thoroughly, he's in 2 pieces at this point.
It sounds kind of like he's in 3 pieces at this point, but hey, I'm not going to quibble.
Your pieces.
Either way. So he is dead, and you guys have a prisoner.
At the
But we will.
bare minimum, I want to tie that prisoner up,
Okay.
and
I'm sure you've got enough rope, or you can find enough stuff to tie him up.
yeah, we can, I don't know, cut, what's her name? This one. We can cut her clothes into strips and use it as...
I'm not sure that there's enough there to tie anybody up.
So, if he comes conscious again, I want him to be completely incapacitated, unable to move at all.
Okay. Are you going to blindfold him or gag him, or is it just going to tie him up?
I would blindfold him. Creepy.
I think blindfold and gag, just in case he has the ability to yell out to comrades for some reason.
Okay.
I don't want warning being given to anything else. And I explained to the rest of the party, the reason I left him alive was because I don't think he's inherently evil. I think he's being controlled by something and is one of the prisoners that was here to be used as weapons. And I don't want any more bloodshed that needs to be happened. If they're not acting of their own free will, then there's no reason for them to perish.
Okay. We will pick up everything else with the prisoner next time. But you guys do get a short rest. You can spend recovers as you'd like. Or in some cases, must spend recoveries. Jesus.
Hot shit.
That was fucking ridiculous. I think Matt would like to trade you rolls on that one.
Can I?
I'm afraid not. And you don't have 72 hit points out of 60 there, Lloyd.
Oh, come on.
No, sorry.
It's like that moment when Thor blasts Tony Stark with a lightning bolt.
It's not an inappropriate analogy, but still.
Power is at 1,000% capacity. What do you know?
Oh, that's pretty fun.
Ooh, hey, that's right. Roll to recover that. Okay, good deal. Sorry.
Yeah, hold on.
Eureka.
That reminds me. Because, yeah, if you need to recover any powers, go ahead and do so.
I'm trying to read up on that again, because I don't know if I have to do it during combat. It kind of sounds like I have to do it during combat. When
no,
you
you
make
can recover.
an attack, make a roll to recharge one expended power.
What's the power that you're...
Well, I was going to recharge my domain of healing, and my shield lets me make a melee basic attack, make a roll to recharge one expended power. It's a reaction. So
yeah,
I don't understand the...
Yeah, that one actually does have to be done in combat. That's not an afterward thing.
I'll have to do that next time we get to battle.
Can somebody roll me just a saving throw, please?
19.
Okay. So, Nilka gets her rage back. Which sounds like a bad chick flick movie, I think. Instead of how Stella got her groove back, it's how Nilka got her rage back. Okay. Let's see. I'll let Bella decide next week if she wants to, or next session if she wants to use her recovery. But other than that, we will go ahead and stop here for tonight. Because yeah, I'm just not feeling. I've been feeling kind of off all day, but I hope that taking a nap for a little while and getting some coffee in me would help out. But no, I've just been kind of under the weather. So anyway, sorry for the short session though.
It's alright, we got to play.
Yeah, at least you got through the fights and you got a prisoner, and I'm sure next session we'll make up for it a bit. Do go ahead and take that incremental advance.
Okay.
If any of you plan on doing hit points, tell me now so I can just adjust your shit now.
Just go for it.
You want to, Brandy? Yeah, I think Tormac really has to.
Yeah, I've got to. It's
all
to
right,
that
so
point.
tell me what your new totals will be, and I will update.
Okay, that'll take math. Hold on. Oh goodness, no! Don't fail. Stop failing. Okay, that's better. That would be level 4. That can't be right.
Did you guys want to try to go maybe a short session next week, or do you just want to wait for 2 weeks? I'll let you guys decide.
I'm cool with doing a short section.
What about the rest of you?
I think next week's okay. Let me look to see.
Shit.
What?
Aaron, we're level 3, and you gave me 54 hit points.
Yeah?
Yeah, my incremental advance will be 59 hit points, not whatever you just gave me.
Really?
Yeah, it's level 4. You know what? I'm looking at the wrong character. Never mind. Pay no attention.
So no, right now you'll have 70 right now, won't you? Your combat is 3.
Yeah, I'll do. I'm just looking at the wrong character.
Yeah, I understand.
4, 7 and 3 is 10. 7 and 3 is 10. 10, 6 is Y'all have 64.
Um,
Not very much.
no, it's 8. 8 plus 3. Your con mod's 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have 66
Yeah.
base, and then 4 from
Plus
your
4.
yeah, so 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how does that work if we're at like 54 for now, but in our base we don't.
You were at 54 out of 59. Now you'll be at 65
Yes.
out of 70.
Okay.
So you'll still just be down 5.
Gotcha.
How many incremental advances have we gotten?
At when you've been level 3, this is the first.
Okay.
You guys didn't hit level 3 until you ended Balden.
I'm gonna go ahead and use mine for a feat.
Okay. So what's your new hit point total, Tormac?
Oh, holy shit.
Matt?
I'm mathing. Hold on.
This is 11.
36. You don't have to math anymore,
What?
Matt.
I was trying to find my book. I was looking at the modifiers. I was seeing if there's anything I could do with the con, but
No. Not right now.
nope.
Yeah, your con modifier, the earliest that it can get up to something else will be level 7. Because even at level 4, even at next level, you won't. Actually, can you take? That's right, you guys can. You can, since next level is 4, as your incremental advance, you can take the +1 to 3 of your abilities. You can take that now.
Mm.
That is a valid incremental advance.
Cool.
Which would be awesome if it helped me.
Yeah. In your case, you might just want to go straight to hit point.
Yeah, in Tormac's case, yes, he needs hit points. Because now, at this point, he has only half, roughly, of what Delana does. And I think he's only got 2/3 of what Cinder has. Still behind everybody else. Alright, so Cinder's
Ow.
taking a feat. What feat did you take, or are you going to think about it? You don't have, the only one that I want to know now is if you take hit points, because that means I can update your token right now. If you're taking anything else, you don't have to tell me now. You can wait till next session.
Okay, I'll wait.
Okay, and Delana took hit points. Bryn, what are you doing?
I have to look to see. I'm not quite sure.
Okay, that's fine. So I guess we'll try next week for a short session. We'll go like an hour and a half.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
I'm the only one that answered.
What was that, Brandy?
I think I'm the only one that actually answered. What was the final verdict?
Well, Kato said he thought it was okay.
Looks fine with me, yeah.
I'll have to see. I don't know.
What about you, Lloyd?
I'm good for next week.
Okay, so we will tentatively schedule for next week for a short session and go from there. Because, yeah, I feel kind of bad about having such a short session today. Because I wanted to go on further, too. I just don't feel like to it. But anyway. Anything else we need to go over before we wrap it up?
I don't think so. For me, at least.
These silences are resounding. Because I can't think of anything else either. So let me stop the broadcast, which I probably should have stopped a little while ago. So everybody say goodbye to our viewers.
Bye, viewers.
Bye, viewers.
Bye, everybody.